What is going on, YouTube? Lamont at large, walking down a 2-lane highway in Springfield, Missouri. I am walking into the neighborhood and exactly to the house where on June 14, 2015, Dee Dee Blanchard was found stabbed to death in her home. If you don't know the Gypsy Rose Dee Dee Blanchard story, well, I'll try to break it down in a quick synopsis. I believe there was a TV show made about this story. So basically, Dee Dee Blanchard had a daughter by the name of Gypsy Rose, and the daughter had leukemia, had muscular dystrophy, functioned at the age of a 7-year-old. So she also had some form of mental illness. She had a variety and a host of physical and mental handicaps, or so everybody thought. Dee Dee paraded her daughter around different organizations, Make-A-Wish Foundation, all of those. But little do people know that actually there was a really dark and weird secret going on in that house. It seems after her murder, a lot of people, including the Greene County Sheriff's Department, discovered that not all was as it was appeared to be. So from the outside looking in, it appears that Dee Dee Blanchard ran a host of scams, scamming, again, Make-A-Wish Foundation. She even scammed Habitat for Humanity into purchasing a home for them. And nobody knew that Gypsy Rose's ailments, her mental illness, her leukemia, her muscular dystrophy, her always being seen in a wheelchair, it was all fake, it was all false. It was just a scam by Dee Dee to just make money off of her daughter's supposed deficiencies. There is a disease called Munchausen syndrome by proxy, which basically is that if you are a caretaker, a parent, guardian, you exacerbate the illness of someone that is under your careship. You basically do it to garner sympathy from other people around. And this story was all over the news media, particularly in 2019 when that TV show came out. Now, these neighbors were getting really tired of people coming on this street showing the house of where the murder took place. The murder was done by a man by the name of godejohn. He was 27 years old. He had met Gypsy Rose, who was 19 at the time, on a Christian dating website. And basically when they went back through the transcripts of the messages that they would send each other, basically they would say, we need this to happen, insinuating that she needed to murder her mother, and that way they could be happy together. Godejohn killed Dee Dee Blanchard right here in this very house. They stole $4,400 from the safe, and they fled to Wisconsin, where they were later caught. And as you can see right now, this house is totally empty. You can see the wheelchair ramp that was built to wheel Gypsy Rose in and out of, even though she did not need the wheelchair. There was nothing at all wrong with her. This house right now is currently still under the care of, I believe, Habitat for Humanity. It has a market value of about $72,000. I'm not sure if the personal effects are still here, but while I'm out here, before the police are called on me, let's take a really quick look inside the house if we can. I'm sure it's locked, but as you can see, posted no trespassing. So these would be the ramps where Dee Dee would wheel Gypsy Rose into the house for her fake illness. And if you look inside the house, see if we can get a good. There's still some furniture. There's no personal effects inside. I don't know if you guys could even see that alone. Later, when it was come to find out that actually this was a fake, false scam that Dee Dee was running, and after the murder, eventually Gypsy Rose and Nicholas were caught and charged with the murder. At the end of the trial, I believe since the court has some kind of sympathy for Gypsy Rose, considering that she was in a form a victim of severe psychological and physical abuse. She ended up pleading guilty to a second-degree murder charge and received 10 years in prison, so she'll be out fairly soon. However, godejohn, who was the one that actually held the knife and did the stabbing, he received life in prison without the possibility of parole, so he is more than likely never getting out. And yeah, a really crazy story of a woman with a severe mental illness inflicting her mental illness and making her daughter suffer for that. And let me tell you, a very torturous existence. Now, I normally don't feel sorry for people who murder other people, but I will say in this case, even though you should not murder your mother, there was an easier way out, and the easier way out was just simply leave and run away. You can imagine during the court proceedings when they would bring in Gypsy Rose and she would walk into the courtroom, all the neighbors and everybody in town who knew these people who would come to see the court proceedings were shocked and awed that she was able to walk, because again, everybody in this whole neighborhood thought that she was handicapped and that she never could walk, and which in actuality she was fine. She has no mental deficits, she's healthy, she has no physical incapabilities, she's fine, she's healthy, other than the fact that maybe she might be a little bit mentally behind, just simply for the fact that she wasn't allowed to really play with a lot of other children, and she was just basically kept by herself. So anyways, hopefully Gypsy Rose gets out and is able to lead a productive life. Again, I am not condoning what happened here. I believe that her prison sentence is very fair. I would have given her the 10 years myself, but I do understand that at the end of the day, she was under a lot of mental and physical anguish, and being forced to live a life like that. You can't go on living like that. And so part of me feels that the 10 years is fair. As for the godejohn character, he deserves life. He was 27 years old, 8 years her senior. He knew better than to do that. As far as I could tell, he was just a pathetic loser, incel type of weirdo who just wanted to kill somebody just to kill somebody. Just an excuse. He probably would have killed somebody anyways. He could have met anybody online and killed whoever the person told him to kill. He was just a nutcase. Currently, this house is under the careship of, I believe, Habitat for Humanity, and they do hopefully one day look to get somebody into the house, but for the meantime, it's going to be very hard to get somebody in the house of somebody who was murdered, and particularly a house that a story that garners so much nationwide media attention that it's going to be quite some time before everything dies down and people are able to come over here and live. Anyways, guys, Lamont at large, signing out. I'll catch up with you later. Peace out.